Hey everyone, I'm the Idea Maker, and today I'm going to be reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 1, Episode 19. This is part 1 of the official season finale. So last time that we left off, they finally reached the North Pole, but at the same time, the Avatar team is going to be facing off against something else, which is not going to be very, very pretty. So the thing that they're going to be facing off against is the Fire Nation, which Admiral Zhao, I was going to say General, but Admiral Zhao is planning on attacking, and with this, was trying to basically also come up with a plot to deal with Zuko, and with that, things are not going to look so pretty for either side. So at this point, when the Fire Nation's attacking and Aang proved that he could be able to be taught to learn waterbending, while Katara was also having her issues with wanting to be a waterbender fighter, but Paku was trying to keep things in a cultural normalcy, but she ended up breaking the stereotype, which was, very good on her end. But what are we going to be facing? Besides Sokka also crushing on the princess. We don't even know. But let's go ahead and dive right into part 1 of the season finale right now. So now she's training. Ooh, nice.
Pupil Sangok, a couple of more years and you might be ready to fight a sea sponge.
Huh. Wow.
Would anyone care for a rematch with Katara?
I don't think anybody wants to.
Katara, you've advanced more quickly than any student I've ever trained.
Wow.
You have proven that with fierce determination, passion, and hard work, you can accomplish anything.
Uh-huh.
Raw talent alone is not enough. Pupil Aang.
Right.
Yes, Mr. Baku?
Care to step into the sparring circle? I figure since you found time to play with house pets, you must have already mastered waterbending.
Uh-oh.
Check this out.
Aang. I mean, it's cool, but not for the time being.
So they don't have palaces in the Southern tribes?
Are you kidding? I grew up in a block of ice. It's not exactly a cultural hub. I know what you need. You need to meet my good friend Appa.
Who?
Appa and I go way back, don't we, boy?
Looks like you haven't been giving Appa enough attention.
You hanging on tight?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
You're trying to be all cool about it and everything.
I can't believe you do this every day.
Yeah, we pretty much live up here.
Is it always this cold in the sky?
Oh!
Not when you're with someone.
Oh!
It's beautiful up here.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna kiss again?
Oh, yeah! Good times, good times.
Wait, that's not snow.
Hey, look!
What's
It's
happening?
ash.
Oh, no.
The Fire Nation. Oh, this is not good.
Soot.
What?
I've seen it before. Right before my village was attacked. It's soot mixed with snow.
But why?
It's the Fire Nation. They've closed in on the North Pole. And from the looks of this stuff, I'd say there's a lot of them.
Oh, great. They better gear up and suit up.
Centuries from now, people will study the great Admiral Zhao, who destroyed the last of the Water Tribe civilization.
Do you really... Are you really that arrogant?
History is not always kind to its subjects.
True.
I suppose you speak from experience. But rest assured, This will be nothing like your legendary failure at Ba Sing Se.
I hope not, for your sake.
Ooh.
As we approach the battle for our existence, I call upon the great spirits. Spirit of the ocean, spirit of the moon, be with us. I'm going to need volunteers
praying to
for a
God.
dangerous mission.
Count me in.
Sokka,
Oh.
The stillness before battle is unbearable.
Mhm.
Such a quiet dread.
I
Because
wasn't
you
there when
don't
the Fire
even
Nation
know
attacked my
when
people.
they're gonna attack.
I'm gonna make a difference this time.
All right, Aang. You show them what you're made of. Oh no. Guys, incoming! Ooh.
Katara!
Nice. At least she's gonna be okay. Come on, guys. You guys gotta do something. Ooh! Nice.
Come here, boy.
Okay, Aang, you better have a plan. You better have a good one. Oh. Ooh! Yikes. Oh! 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 Oh, it's inside. Okay. Ooh! Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Uh-oh. Oh! Nicely done! The waterbenders are really coming in handy. No! No, I wish. Oh.
What's your problem?
Fire Navy uniforms don't look like that.
Oh.
Of course they do. These are real uniforms captured from actual Fire Navy soldiers.
When? Like 100 years ago?
85.
85.
How
Huh.
do we know we can trust this guy? Such bold talk for a new recruit.
Sokka is from our sister tribe, Han. He is a capable warrior, and I value his input.
And the other thing is that he's encountered the
Our
Fire
first
Nation
objective
more than
is
you
to
now.
determine the identity of their commanding officer.
His name is Zhao.
Mm-hmm.
Middle-aged, big sideburns, bigger temper.
Huh.
Sokka, I want you to tell everything you know to Han. He's leading this mission.
I think Sokka should be leading the mission.
I expect nothing less from my future son-in-law.
Oh, no! Wow. Okay.
It's almost twilight, Admiral. As your military consultant, I must advise you to halt your attack. The waterbenders draw their power from the moon, and it is nearly full tonight. You should wait and resume the attack at daybreak.
Mm.
I'm working on a solution. But for now, daybreak it is.
Mm.
They've stopped firing.
For now.
I can't do it.
What?
I can't do it.
Yes, you can.
Can't fight them all. But you have to. You're the Avatar. I'm just one kid.
It doesn't matter, Aang. You could be able to do it. It might seem like a lot, but you can do it. You can do it.
I don't need your wisdom right now, Uncle.
I'm sorry. I just nag you because, well, ever since I lost my son,
Uncle, you don't have to say it.
I think of you as my own.
Oh, that's such a sweet moment from Iroh. He's literally a parent. Like he's trying to be a dad to Zuko. It's even though this is a bad situation, it's heartwarming to see at least.
But Yue is the finest, and she comes with the most perks.
What?
What does that mean?
I mean, Yue's nice and everything, but the points I'll gain with the chief aren't bad either.
Princess Yue is wasted on a self-absorbed weasel like you.
Woo!
What do you care? You're just a simple rube from the southern tribe. What would you know of the political complexities of our life? No offense.
Oh, shut up. Oh!
You're just a jerk without a soul. No offense.
That's enough!
Yikes.
Sokka, you're off the mission.
All right, fall in, man. Everybody listen to what I say, and we'll
Wow,
take out
really?
this Admiral Cho in no time.
It's Admiral Zhao.
They're gonna louse it up. Sokka was needed. Yeah, he messed up with that. Had a Star-Lord moment, but come on. You need him.
They're coming up for air somewhere.
So he's gonna follow them, and that's a possibility of getting inside.
The legends say the moon was the first waterbender. Our ancestors saw how it pushed and pulled the tides and learned how to do it themselves.
I've always noticed my waterbending is stronger at night.
Our strength comes from the spirit of the moon. Our life comes from the spirit of the ocean. They work together to keep balance.
The spirits. Maybe I can find them and get their help.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Or maybe they'll unleash a crazy, amazing spirit attack on the Fire Nation.
Or both.
Or wisdom. That's good too.
It could be both. It's like God could be able to unleash a huge amount of spiritual wisdom, and can be able to lend his spiritual power to be able to make impossible things happen. Ooh, that's pretty. Hopefully this will work.
It's so warm here. How is that possible?
It's the center of all spiritual energy in our land.
Oh. Oh, these fish are like the yin and yang.
I can feel something. It's so tranquil.
It's usually how it is. So more than likely Zuko's inside, huh?
Be quiet.
Wow, really? Hey, pushing them aside like that? Hey, that's animal cruelty.
Is something wrong, Sokka?
Oh no. Han's out there on the top secret mission while I'm here sharpening my boomerang. Everything's fine.
Listen to me. I took you off the mission for selfish reasons. I have a special task in mind for you.
What, you want me to scrub the barracks?
I want you to guard my daughter, Princess Yue.
Oh.
Sure. That shouldn't be too hard.
No. Wouldn't be too hard at all. That'd be better for him. Can that actually, like, does that actually work? Actually, if the temperature's hotter, I mean, I feel like it could work, because he could technically boil the water.
He's meditating, trying to cross over into the spirit world. It takes all his concentration.
Is there any way we can help?
How about some quiet?
Woo! Sheesh! Makes sense, but sheesh! That's what I thought, yin and yang.
Is he okay?
He's crossing into the spirit world.
So he's in his avatar state.
Maybe we should get some help.
No, he's my friend. I'm perfectly capable of protecting him.
Well, aren't you a big girl now?
Oh no! Come on, Katara. Ooh! Yeah, Katara definitely learned a lot. Yeah, but that's not gonna do much though. He has he has fire powers.
You little peasant. You found a master, haven't you?
Oh no. This is what I'm saying. It wasn't gonna do much. Ooh!
It's daybreak at last. Let's write history.
This dude's gonna go down in history as one of the worst people possible. That's another thing. Oh, no. Oh, Oh, great.
You rise with the moon. I rise with the sun.
If you move his body, it's not gonna work. If anything, you're literally gonna kill Aang. And if you do, then you guys are gonna have nothing. You're an idiot. I get it that you're trying to get honor from your dad, but this is not it.
What happened? Where's Zuko?
He took Aang. He took him right out from under me.
Where did they go?
Oh, this is not good. You can't move him, dude. And that's how part 1 ends? Okay. Nope. Discussion now. You have absolutely got to be kidding me. Look, I'm gonna just say it again. This is what happens when you're arrogant. When you don't think about the consequences of certain things, you mess up entirely. You mess up to a degree where you can't even fathom on what the consequences could be. Look, I'm not trying to give a play-by-play to the Fire Nation saying, hey, if you go and you move Aang's body while he's in the Avatar state, you're literally going to cause some consequences on his end and he can't cross back over to the physical realm type of thing. But look, as I'm going to tie this back in, I'm going to tie this back into God, okay? The problem that I have, okay, with Zuko, I get it. I totally understand where he's coming from. He doesn't want to feel like a disappointment. He wants to be able to come back home. I get it. But you're rushing yourself way too much into a situation where you don't even know the capabilities of what Aang can do. You don't know. You don't understand. You think you know. But then when you're actually going in and going into a situation like this, do you not know the consequences that you will be facing? And then on top of it, what about if Aang dies during the process? What happens to you guys then? You guys don't get your power. On top of it, the earth, the water, and whatever is remaining of the airbenders, they're going to hate you for the rest of history. The airbenders are completely done if Aang dies. He's literally the last airbender. If anything, what happens then? The earth and water nations are going to turn on the Fire Nation. They're going to try their best to obliterate them. And there's going to be an all-out war from there. Look, I don't support anything of war. I don't support any type of miscommunication, because communication is absolute key. But the Fire Nation are very, very greedy and very selfish people. Very selfish, very greedy, and it comes to paying a price, especially when you're on this brink of power and you're wanting to use it for dominating somebody else because that you feel like you're more superior than everyone else. Look, Fire Nation, you are not above everybody else. Just because that you got fire, like it was mentioned a couple episodes back, you know, fire could be good as a tool, but fire could also be a raging destructive force. And when it's a raging destructive force, what happens? It destroys everything in its path. Like the enemy likes to destroy everything in its path, and everything that belongs to you, and every relationship, and every ounce of your being. Greed and selfishness and power can make you into an evil monster, okay? Something that leads more towards demonic than anything. And when you have a force like that holding on to you, that's not God telling you to conquer them. That's literally the enemy telling you you need more. It's a lust for power, and it's an evil hold on somebody when you go and try to overcome something that's this big, and you do it in a fashion where you're destroying people and you're destroying countries, cities, states, counties. You're destroying families. You're destroying their economic system. You're destroying so much to a point that when you're destroying that much, you're taking everything and you are going to make a collapse on everyone and everything. The Fire Nation does not know, or actually, no, they do know. They don't care about the consequences because they think they're invincible. Okay. Realistically, you know, every single person thinks they're invincible until it's too late. But look at what happened with Adam and Eve, and God told them, you can do anything here in the Garden of Eden as long as you do not eat the forbidden fruit on the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And what happened? The snake, the enemy, turned into the form of a snake, tempted Eve to bite into the fruit, and persuaded Adam to bite into the fruit, and both of them ended up having their carnal eyes open. And they saw that they were literally naked in the Garden of Eden. And when God asked them why they were hiding, and when they started blaming each other, then blamed the serpent, God kicked them out of the Garden of Eden and forced the serpent to go on his belly, and that was his punishment. Remember that, okay? If that story alone, if that Bible story alone does not tell you that man is not invincible, then you are very stubborn. Zhao is a very stubborn person. Like, he is very, very stubborn, and it's evident. He wants to be written as somebody important in history. But what happens when you're writing yourself into history? What happens when you write yourself into history in the wrong way? What happens when you're written into history as somebody who went and destroyed many people's lives, destroyed many people's homes, economies, you know, trading systems, and all of that? What happens to you then throughout the rest of time if there is humanity still left to tell history? What happens to you then? You're not immortalized as a person who did something for the greater good. You're being immortalized in history as a person who is delivering poison and destruction onto people. That's what you're delivering. Many generations later on will be saying, wow, this person was incredibly insane. Look, we have that going on right now. I'm going to admit that. Okay? I don't want to get into any type of politics, especially because it's a family-friendly channel. But when you go and you disrespect people, when you go and you say these different things that they're biasedly not true, and you go and you make yourself wanting to be this immortalized being that is not Christian of you, and when you use God's name in vain and saying you're bringing something that God would want, you're not doing it for God, you're doing it for you. You know how in Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know how they say that the Fire Nation is trying to do this for them, and they want to be able to bring this new reign of power to the Fire Nation because of Fire Lord Ozai, right? Well, a rude awakening will happen. I know it because I just have a feeling. I have not finished. I have not seen this whole entire series. Once we head into season 2, this is when it'll be something that I have not seen before. So, I just feel like one of these days, it's just going to happen. One of these days, while I'm reacting, it's just going to come to the realization that these lessons are definitely going to pay off. I know that for sure. Because, you know, there's a lot of spiritual meaning behind Avatar: The Last Airbender. You might not see it at first because there's a lot of different types of traditions, different types of cultures, and how they believe in different things, like, you know, like guardian spirits and stuff like that, which, again, personally, I don't believe in it. I only believe in God. But there are ways of tying this into Christianity in this way. There are ways of tying this into God. And I do see it. I do see it. And I don't like going into scary, supernatural, horror type of content. That's why I'm not doing horror movies. Anything that has to do with supernatural horror, I'm not doing on this channel. Will I get into technology horror? Yes, because I did get inspired by my professor to get into different types of technology and into technological horror. And I think it's a good idea because of the fact that I think that, you know, it's actually a very, very important thing to discuss. But with something like this, it is important to recognize and understand that stuff like this will happen. But is it going to be up to us or up to those who think that they have the power to do so much and to take what God does and take his job away to create something in their own image, literally doing so, and they want to terraform their country and their ways of life to the way they wish it was, in a very, very distinctive manner where you're destroying lives. Look, if I was living in the Fire Nation, I'd move out. Automatically move out. I'd rather associate myself with airbenders or earthbenders or waterbenders, because I want to prove that if I was born a firebender, I would want to prove that not all firebenders are exactly the same. There are some that they've proven that they're not all the same. They're not all evil, mean, and very power hungry. And, you know, it's interesting to think, because I don't think we've seen a lot from the Fire Nation side of the story. So we don't know. But we will find out later on. I know we will. Anyways, there's not that much I wanted to say besides this is a really good step to the ending of this season. I can't wait to see what part 2 is going to be like. And then we're done with season 1. I honestly cannot believe we'd be done with season 1. We'd move on to season 2, which is going to be the Earth one. Super excited about the Earth one because we're going to get to one of my favorite characters that I've seen from clips. We're going to be finally getting Toph, and I know she's hilarious. I know she's feisty, she's cool, and I can't wait to get to see her. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching my reaction to Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 1, Episode 19. If you guys want to see more reactions like this, then please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to follow me on any of my social media, if you're watching from the main channel, I have Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, aka X, and my Discord server. If you guys are watching from the For Kids channel, I have Snapchat and Instagram. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next videos. Bye, guys.